Konnichiwa Minna. Hello everybody, in this video I want to do another World Championship deck showcase video. This is going to be a 2004 World Championship deck. Since Gardevoir EX is very popular right now in Paldea Evolved, I've decided to do the original Gardevoir EX. So let's get started with the deck profile. So we are going to start off with the Pokemon. So to start off, this deck runs 4 copies of Dunsparce. This card is very good. You definitely want to have this as your active at the start of the game because for one colorless energy, strike and run, search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You may switch Dunsparce with one of your benched Pokemon. And then its second attack for 1 colorless energy. Sudden Flash for 10. Flip a coin. If heads, each defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. You're not going to be using the second attack. You're going to be using like its first attack, strike and run, to get basics from your deck. So really good card. Next, this deck runs 2 Magnemite and 2 Magneton. This card, essentially is your secondary attacker, in case you can't get your Gardevoir out, or if you're facing a deck that you're weak to. So basically, Magneton, its Pokepower, magnetic field. Once during your turn, before you attack, if you have basic energy cards in your discard pile, you may discard any card from your hand. Then search your deck up. Then search up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile and show them to your opponent and put them into your hand. You can't return the card you first discarded to your hand this way. This power cannot be used if Magneton is affected by a special condition, and then its attack, Magnetic Force for 1 colorless for 10 times, does 10 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon, including Magneton. So both of these, both of these effects are very good. Like that first one, the Pokepower, is very good for another card that I'm going to show next. And also, the attack is also pretty good too. It's definitely a good secondary attacker. So the reason why you want to use this magnetic field Pokepower is because this deck runs 2 Skitty and 2 Delcatty. Basically, Delcatty's Pokebody, I guess I'll read it to you guys. Energy draw. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard 1 energy card from your hand. Then draw up to 3 cards from your deck. This power cannot be used if Delcatty is affected by a special condition. 1 colorless, max energy source for 10 times. Does 10 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your active Pokemon. So basically, you're going to be using Delcatty for the draw. This is your draw card. This and this make a good combo because you can discard an energy card with Delcatty and draw 3, and you can get it back with Magneton. So you can get it back with Magneton. So really good combo, really good draw card. I know a lot of World Championship decks back in this 2004 time period definitely used Delcatty. So very good. Then of course, the last cards is basically what this deck is based around. 4 Ralts. Sorry guys, 4 of them. 4 Ralts. 3 Curlia. 2 Gardevoir EX. And 2 of the regular Gardevoir. So, Gardevoir EX, feedback for 1 Psychic and 2 colorless. Count the number of cards in your opponent's hand. put that many damage counters on the defending Pokemon. So very, very good like attack if your opponent has an insane hand. And Psystorm for 1 Psychic and 3 Colorless Energy 10 times. Does 10 damage times the total amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play. So that includes Gardevoir EX herself. So very, very, very strong card. And then the other one, so her Pokepower Psy Shadow. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for a Psychic Energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. This power cannot be used if Gardevoir is affected by a special condition. What does that sound like? That sounds like Gardevoir EX from Paldea Evolved. Energy Burst for 1 Psychic 10 times. Does 10 damage times the total amount of energy attached to Gardevoir and the defending Pokemon. So both really, really strong cards. For sure. Probably the bad thing about this Gardevoir EX is because, like if your opponent knocks out this Pokemon, they do get 2 prize cards. Unlike this one, your opponent only takes 1 prize card. In Gardevoir EX, obviously, your opponent takes 2 prize cards if they knock her out. So both of these cards do have their advantages and disadvantages. It depends what you're playing against. So really, really strong deck, really, really powerful deck. So basically you want to set up with Dunsparce, draw cards with Delcatty, and get your energy back with Magneton, and then hit hard with Gardevoir or Gardevoir EX depending on your matchup. And then if for some reason you can't use your Gardevoir line, you can also use your Magneton as a backup. So that is all the Pokemon. Really, really awesome deck back in 2004, which I was like 8 years old at the time. So, man, I'm so old. But anyway, so next we go with the trainers. So the 2 stadium cards that this deck runs is Ancient Tomb and Magnetic Storm. So Ancient Tomb, don't apply weakness for all Pokemon in play, excluding EX and Pokemon that has an owner in its name. Oh, so Gym Leader, not Gym Leader, Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes, those were legal sets back in the day, so that's interesting. And then Magnetic Storm, any damage done by attacks from Psychic Pokemon and Fighting Pokemon, both yours and your opponent, is not affected by resistance. So the reason why you run a lot of get rid of weakness cards, because there's another card in this deck that gets rid of weakness, is because cards like Gardevoir EX, I think that's it. Yeah, so basically cards like Gardevoir EX, the bad thing about this card that I forgot to say at the beginning is that it has a weakness of Grass and Psychic. So that's why you run a lot of get rid of weakness cards, because like if you're facing against another Psychic deck or a Grass deck, then Gardevoir is kind of in a weak position. So that's that. And I think that's all of the stadium cards. Yes. So now we're going on to the regular trainers. 2 rare candy, basically for your Gardevoir. You want to get your Gardevoir out as quickly as possible. 1 weakness card. As long as this card is attached, this Pokemon has no weakness. So basically you're going to be using this for your Gardevoir EX. 1 switch, because switch is good. Switch has always been good. Switch is also good in the current game. 3 Pokemon reversal. It's basically like Catcher, like if you guys remember that card, but with a coin flip. So then we have Warp Point, so 1 copy of Warp Point, which is basically like Escape Rope. 1 Steven's Advice. Oh, yeah. Now we get into the supporters. So starting with Steven's Advice, draw a number of cards up to the number of Pokemon. Draw a number of cards up to the number of your opponent's Pokemon in play. If you have 7 or more cards, including this one, in your hand, you cannot play this card. So a really, really good card. So basically, if your opponent has a full field, you can draw 6 cards. So, like, amazing. 1 Town Volunteers. Take 5 baby Pokemon, basic Pokemon, evolution and or basic energy cards from your discard pile and show them to your opponent. Shuffle them into your deck. Really, really good recovery card. I really like this card a lot. So, because I do like recovery in my decks for sure, especially with Delcatty, allowing you to draw, and then Steven's Advice allows you to draw. You can go through your deck very, very quickly. So, Town Volunteers, really, really good recovery. 2 copies of Desert Shaman, really, really beautiful card. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw up to 4 cards. Your opponent does the same. What does that card sound like? That sounds like Judge. So Desert Shaman is the original Judge. That is so cool. Really, really awesome. And then 4 copies of Oracle. Choose 2 cards from your deck and shuffle the rest of your deck. Put the chosen cards on top of your deck in any order. So really, really amazing card. Kind of like trekking shoes, but I think this card is better. And then the last 3 supporters that this deck runs is 3 copies of Professor Elm's training method, which I will say I do love the artwork of this card because you have Professor Elm getting bit in the hand by a Totodile, and Chikorita's just looking, and Cyndaquil looks like Cyndaquil does not care at all. So this is a super funny card. I really like this card a lot. So funny. Search your deck for an evolution card, show it to your opponent, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So really, really good card. You can get out your Delcatty, your Gardevoir, either EX or regular. You can get out your Magneton. So such an amazing card. So that is all the trainers, supporters, and stadium cards that this deck runs. Now for the energy. So 4 copies of Boost Energy. Boost Energy can be attached only to evolved Pokemon. So your Gardevoir EX, regular Gardevoir, Magneton, and I guess Delcatty, but you're not going to be attacking with Delcatty, so that would not be the smart move. Discard Boost Energy at the end of the turn. It was like attached. Boost Energy provides 3 colorless energy. The Pokemon Boost Energy is attached cannot retreat. When the Pokemon Boost Energy is attached is no longer to an evolved Pokemon, discard Boost Energy. So very, very good. You can use this for your regular. Yeah, I guess your regular Gardevoir can use it. No, you're going to be using this for your Gardevoir EX. So that's what you're going to be attaching the energy to. So that's basically why you run 4, to attach it to your Gardevoir EX. So 4 of those. And then 1, 2, well, let's count in Japanese. Ichi, Ni, San, Yon, Go, Roku, Nana, Hachi, Q, Ju. So 10 psychic energy for your Gardevoir, basically. You need a lot of psychic energy so she can hit hard. And then your 2 lightning energy for your Magneton in case you want to attack with it. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video of me showcasing the OG Gardevoir EX, because yeah, that's where it all started in 2004. So that is awesome. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this deck down below. I really do enjoy this deck a lot. You can't go wrong with the original Gardevoir EX. So cool, and beautiful artwork too. So I do like this deck a lot. Definitely one of my favorites. So yeah guys, let me know what you guys think, and if I missed anything crucial, definitely let me know in the comments. And I will see y'all next time. Matane!